Hi guys, and welcome to day 2 session. And today's session we are going to learn about how to use pen tool to draw fashion flat sketches. So let's get started. So if you see in the toolbox on the left side, here we have selection tool, direct selection tool. Now below this we have pen tool. Okay. Now inside this pen tool there are many other tools also. Let's not consider about that first. Okay. Let's move. Just select only the pen tool. Okay. There is one more tool below this, so don't get confused between this tool and the curvature tool. Both look similar kind of thing. There is a slight difference in the icon, but both look like a pen tool, but both the tools work different. So don't get confused between these two tools. Select the first one, that is the pen tool. Okay. So now these are the options we need to first look at. Okay, we need to know how to draw straight lines with the pen tool. We need to know how to draw curved lines. We need to know what are anchor points, handles, corner points, smooth point, and there are many other signs which comes next to the pen tool. We also need to know about those particular symbols. What are those? So we'll see all these first to understand like how exactly the pen tool works. Okay, so let's get started. So how to draw straight lines with the pen tool? I've just selected the pen tool and we just need to click and click. Like if I want to draw a line from this particular point to this particular point, the way we connect on the paper, like how we connect the two dots, similarly, if I want to draw a line from this to this, just need to click here and just click here. Okay, so that's the way you can draw straight lines. Now if I want to draw this, like if I want to click here now, okay, just click on this point to draw this particular line. Okay, so you just need to click and click and click to draw straight lines. Okay, these are all straight lines. Okay, you just need to click and release the mouse, click and release the mouse, click and release the mouse. So that's how it works. Okay, and now if I don't want to continue the line, just press escape or enter key. Okay, just press escape key. So now you are out of the line, you are not continuing the line, or else you can use enter key. Okay, these are the two keys. If you want to disconnect from continuing the line, you can just use these two keys. Okay, now again, if you want to continue from the existing point, then you can just hover your cursor next to that point. You can see the icon coming as a slash icon. There is a pen tool icon and there is a slash icon. That means this cursor will allow you to connect the existing point, okay, like the end point. So if you are clicking on this cursor will only come on the end points, either this end point or this end point. It will not come on this. This is minus. So don't get confused between the minus and the slash icon. Okay. Slash icon pen tool will only come on any one of the end points. So if you want to connect again, if you want to continue from that line, you can just click on any one of the end point, click once, and then you can keep continuing to complete the path. Okay, now if I want to bring it to the starting point from where I have already started, like this is my starting point. So if I want to get back to that starting point, just bring your cursor near to the starting point and look at the cursor now. The cursor, the pen tool is showing with the 0 symbol. That means that is the starting point. Okay, so that will only come when you bring it to the starting point of the path. Okay. So now once you click on this becomes a shape now. And once it forms a shape, you are able to fill color inside this. If it's an open path, you will not able to, you can fill color, but it will not close all the gaps. Like it will not connect all the outlines. Alright. So that is like how you can draw straight lines. Alright. Let me show you once again. Just click to draw straight lines. Now why I can see the color into it? Because in my tools box, my fill color is on. I need to keep this fill color off. Only the outline should be on. Okay, so select the fill color and make it none. So now you can see only the outline, and my outline color is black color. Okay, so now you can continue. Just click click to get the straight line. Alright, and what is the shortcut to if you want to disconnect it? Just press escape or enter, or else you can use command and click outside. That means you are out of the connection. Okay, you are out of that selection also. Command and click outside. If you are using Windows, use control and click on the outside. So once you press control or command, you will see this kind of icon and just click outside. Outside means anywhere on the artboard, not on the line. Okay, let me show you once again. I'm using the pen tool. Click, 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 and now if I want to discontinue, we know those two methods by using the escape method and by using the enter method. The other method is use control and click outside. That's it. Alright, got it now? How to draw straight lines? Now let's see how to draw curvy lines, curved lines. Okay, so again I'm using the pen tool. Now to draw curved lines, the starting point I can click once and then I can click and drag. Okay, so see, I'm getting a curvy line. And when you draw a curvy line, you get both the handles. These are called as handles. Let me show you once again. Click once and then click and drag. When I say click and drag, that means you need to click on the artboard and drag it without releasing the mouse. Okay, don't release the mouse. I'm holding the mouse. Okay, my left mouse is pressed and I am dragging it. If you leave the mouse, see this, now I left the mouse. See this? Okay, so that curve is already formed when you leave the mouse. Until and unless you leave the mouse, it will still allow you to adjust the handles. Let me show you once again. Okay, so now click once, click and drag. When you're clicking and dragging without releasing the mouse, it will allow you to adjust the handles. Okay, once you leave the mouse, it will not allow you to adjust the handles. See? Okay, so you need to adjust the handle by pressing the left mouse itself. Don't leave the left mouse until and unless you are satisfied with the curve. Let me show you once again. Okay, click, just click once, then click and drag. I want the curve in such a way that it's on the left side. The curvy bump is on the left side. Okay, you can adjust the angles if you want, whether you want like this on the left side, whether you want at the bottom side like that. Just adjust the handle, rotate the handle however you want. The way you rotate the handle, the curve will come that side. See this? When I'm dragging this handle on the right side, the curve bump is getting on the left side. If I drag the handle on the left side, the curve bump will get on the right side. Okay, so it totally depends upon your dragging, how you are dragging it. And the depth also depends upon how much you are dragging. See this? This is the depth. Okay, when I am dragging this in a small depth, it has a small curve, like it doesn't have a deep curve. If you drag it more, you will start getting the deeper curve. See this? Like deeper curve. So it totally depends. So you need to decide how much deep curve you want and what angle you want before leaving the mouse. Okay, before releasing the mouse. Now I am satisfied with my curve, I can leave the mouse. Alright. See this? Okay, now this is the rubber band effect. Like this is the preview of the line. It's not, I've not yet added the point yet. Okay, so this is just a preview of the line, and this preview of the line is called as rubber band view mode. Okay, rubber band view mode, which is only available in the CC versions. If you are using the lower versions like if you are using CS versions, then this kind of preview mode is not available. Okay, so this is very handy, like you can actually see how the curve is forming before you add the point. So that is the good benefit of using the CC versions of this. Okay, so I recommend you to use the latest version instead of using the CS version. At least go with the CC versions, guys. Alright, so now I'm trying to add another point. Okay, so somewhere over here, suppose, again when you're drawing a curve, you need to click, hold the mouse, don't release the mouse. Okay, click, hold the mouse, just drag it to what angle you want, and then decide what angle you want and how much depth of the curve you want. Okay, and then you leave the mouse, release the mouse now. Okay, see this? Now if you see this point has two handles. Every curvy line has two handles. Okay, even this point has two handles. If I select that point, it will show you two handles. Okay, now I'm just disconnecting this. Let me add one point and disconnect it. Just click here and I'm just disconnecting by using the enter key, or else I can use control or command and click outside. Okay, that means when you press control and click outside, even the line gets deselected. Alright, now if I want to select the line again, you can use the selection tool and click on the point. See this? Click on the line and your path will get selected. But if you want to select any points, then you need to select the white arrow, that is the direct selection tool. Alright, select the direct selection tool and click on the point. You can see the handles now. Just click only on the point. You can see there are two handles. If you click on this on this point, there are two handles. Now don't get confused between the handle points and this point. Okay, these are just handles. These are not points. And this is point. This is a point. These are handles. Okay, you can, after drawing the line, anytime you can adjust the curves by using the direct selection tool. That is the second arrow. You can see white arrow. Okay, there are two arrows. Black arrow is there and white arrow is there. White arrow is used for selecting the anchor points. These are called as anchor points. Okay, anchor points, and it is also used for selecting the handles. Okay, you can move the handles like this. See this? You can change the direction. You can also you can move the point by using the direct selection tool. Okay, with the selection tool, that is the black arrow tool, you can't select the points. You can select the complete path and you can move the complete path wherever you want, but it will not allow you to select one individual point. To select one individual point, you have to select which tool? Direct selection tool. Okay, go with the direct selection tool. Click on this and then you can move it wherever you want. You can move the handles however you want and you can adjust the path however you want. Alright. Now, let me tell you about the handles. Okay. Now, if you see, this particular handle controls the half of this curve. Okay, you can see this curve. It controls, this curve is controlled by this handle. So now if you move this, see, you will get the depth. If you're increasing that handle on the right side, it will give you the depth. Okay. If you want to move this curve on this particular side, you can just change the handle like this. Okay. So this particular thing is completely controlled by this particular handle. And this particular half section of the curve is being controlled by this. Okay. It's been controlled by this handle. Alright, clear with this much now? Now, okay, just understand this particular curve is controlled by this handle and this particular curve is handled by this handle. Now, what if when I'm trying to move this one handle, see what's happening? Even this handle is moving together. What if I just want to move only this particular handle? I don't want to affect this particular curve. I want this curve to be as it is. I don't want this to get moved. Okay. So in that case, what you can do is just use Alt key. Okay. Use Alt key or Option key if you are using Mac. Okay. And move this handle. See this? You can move that handle. Alright, so this becomes a cusp. Cusp means you can move one handle at a time when you use Alt key when you are using direct selection tool. Alright, again, now when I click on this, I can see both the handles. Alright, if I just want to move only one handle at a time, like if I just want to move this handle this side, okay, which tool I will use? Alt key. Okay, use Alt. You are in the direct selection tool and just move this handle like that. So you are adjusting. See this? Now I can just move this handle. I want to form a S kind of shape like this, and this I want more depth, so I am increasing this handle. This I want more depth on the left side. See this? So I can see the S kind of shape here. Clear with this? Okay. So let's revise this much now. To draw straight lines, which tool we are using? The first tool, that is the pen tool. Click and click, you are drawing the straight lines. Okay, click, click, click. Now, one more thing in drawing the straight lines. If see this is not a straight line. See, it's giving an angle. If you want perfect straight line while drawing, use shift key. See this? Now this is not straight. If I press shift key, it will give you straight line. See this? See, it is perfectly straight, like in a 90 degrees. Okay? If you don't press shift key, it will give you tilted, like a 45 degrees or 25 degrees kind of, you will get an angle kind of lines you will get. Okay? Alright? Now, if you click and click and click, and if you want to discontinue the line, then what is the shortcut? We are revising. Okay, what is the shortcut? Just press enter. You can disconnect the line. You can either use escape, and you can also use control and click on the outside, or command and click on the outside to disconnect. Okay, now to draw curvy lines, what we have seen, you need to click and drag to get the handles. Alright, click and drag. While without leaving the mouse, you have to click and drag to get curvy lines. So that is how you can create curved lines. It's very easy, very simple to use. Just click and drag without leaving the mouse. If you just click, you will get straight lines. See this? If you click and drag, you will get curves. If you just click, you will get straight lines. If you click and drag, you will get curves. Okay, and if you move this cursor near to the starting point, it will show you the icon with the 0 symbol. That means that is the starting point. Okay, so now this is a closed shape. Alright. Okay, so we have seen how to draw straight lines, we have seen how to draw curvy lines, we know what are anchor points, and we know what are handles now. Okay, we know what are anchor points. When you click on the point, these points are anchor points, not the handles. Handles are these ones. Okay, the two handles next to the point, those are handles. Alright, and handles appear only to the smooth point, not to the corner point. Now let me show you what is smooth point and what is corner point. Okay, so let me show you. I'm just clicking and clicking and clicking. Okay, here I'm just doing click and drag to get curve, click and drag to get curve. Okay, I'm closing this point. Okay, now if you see this point is like, it's not having handles. Okay, that means it's a corner point. Okay, if you see this point, it has handles. That means it's a smooth point. Alright, it's a smooth point, and this is the corner point. You can see a sharp curvy point, that is a corner point. Alright, and this is the smooth point with the handles. Okay, now let's look at these particular signs now. We have already seen this one. Okay, now let me show you some other points as well. When you select the pen tool, okay, when you are on the pen tool, okay, see this, you can see a pen icon with the asterisk sign, which tells you that you are able to create a new line. Okay, that means you are able to create a new line. See this? You are able to create a new line. Now if you see the cursor doesn't have asterisk sign. That means, which tells you that you are drawing a line. You are while drawing the line. So this kind of cursor will come when you are actually drawing the line. Okay, you are on the drawing process. Okay, once you close this, you can see the 0 icon. That means you are ending the part now. You are closing the part. Okay, now again see this, you got the cursor with the asterisk sign. That means again you are allowed to draw a new line. You can either draw it on a new space, or else you can draw it on the existing path also, not a problem. Like that. See this? Now if I want to end this, just press Ctrl and click outside. Again I can draw on the existing path like that. Again press Ctrl and click on the outside. Click and click. Use Ctrl and click on the outside. Okay, so that way you can continue the drawings. Okay, so you can see this. That means the pen icon with the asterisk sign is used for drawing a new line. This particular, the pen without any sign, it's telling you that you are on the process of drawing. Okay, that means when I click here, see this, it will show the cursor only with the pen icon. That means you are on the process of drawing. You are on the drawing process. Alright. Now, I'm just escaping this. We are disconnecting. Okay. Now again I'm using the pen tool. When the line is already selected, okay, and if you click on any one of the section like this, now this is the section of one path, isn't it? This is one segment between the line. This is one point, this is one point, and this is the segment between the 2 points. So when you hover your cursor between the 2 points on the segment, it shows you the plus icon. That means it will allow you to add point, that is anchor point. See this. Okay. If you move the same cursor on the path which is not selected, it will not show you to add the point. Look at the difference. See this? I'm just moving my cursor on this particular path which is not selected. This is selected. How to identify whether the path is selected or not? You see the color of the path. This is black color and this is blue color. That means which path is selected? This path is selected. Okay. So if you are trying to move the cursor on the selected path, that time it will show you that it's allowing you to add anchor points there. Okay, you can add the anchor point, you can move the anchor point with the direct selection tool. Alright, now again I'm using the pen tool. If you hover the mouse on the existing point, which is already the point is there, it shows you the minus icon, the pen tool with the minus icon. That means it allows you to delete the points. Okay, if you don't want any extra point, then you can delete those points like this. Okay, but it will not show you on this because this line is not selected. So if you want to delete any point from this particular line, then select it. Select it like this, then go with the pen tool, move your cursor on any one of the point which you want to delete, then it will allow you to delete the path, delete the point, sorry. Okay. Alright. So we have done with this. This is like when you are in the drawing process, this is the tool. This is when you are drawing a new path. This is to add an anchor point, a new point on the line which you have selected. This is to delete the point on the line which you have selected. This is to close the ending point, like it is used for closing the path. Okay, and this is used for what, guys? This is for connecting the lines. Okay, if you want to connect with the existing line, suppose this is the path, it's an open path, and now if I want to make a closed path out of it, then use the pen tool, move it to any one of the end point, and then you can connect it like this. Okay, that means you are closing the path. All right. Now there is another point, that is convert end point. Now what do you mean by convert end point? Let me show you this. This is a very useful tool. Let me show you. I am using the pen tool. Clicking on this, like just click, click, click. Now I am drawing a path like a curve. Click and drag. Click and drag. Okay. Now suppose if I want to see my preview of the line, it is coming in the curve form. Okay. Suppose if you don't want the upcoming line to be in a curve form, you want straight line instead of curve, you want this point to be corner point, then what you can do is just move your cursor on that point and click. Just click. You can see the inverted V kind of icon, that is to convert the end point. Okay. See this? So now you are starting the path from scratch, like it's a straight line. See this? Again, if you click and drag, it's curved. But if you see the next upcoming line which is there, it's a smooth line. So if you don't want smooth line, just click on this and you're starting from scratch. Okay, so basically that point is used for converting a smooth point to a corner point. Okay, we can also use it vice versa, like you can also convert a corner point to a smooth to a corner. How to do that? Just select this tool. There is one more tool here, convert point tool. With this convert point tool, see, you get that again the V kind of icon. Now this is the curve, isn't it? It's a smooth point. You can just click to convert that into a corner point. See this? You can convert any smooth point just by clicking. Okay, just by clicking you can convert any point into a corner point. Okay, and if you click and drag, it will convert into a smooth point also. See this? Click and drag, it will convert into a smooth. Again, if you click, it is converting into corner point. If you click and drag, it will convert into a smooth. So it works both the ways. Alright. Okay guys, clear with this? So we know how to draw straight lines, we know how to draw curvy lines, anchor points we all know, handles, the handles which is next to the point, those are handles, corner point and smooth point. Corner means shape, sharp straight line point, and the smooth which has handles. Okay, we have seen all these. This is like when you are drawing, when you are on the process of drawing, you can see this kind of icon. If you see this kind of cursor, that means you are able to draw a new line. This is to add anchor point, this is to delete anchor point, this is to close the path, this is to connect the two paths if you want to, and this is like if you want to convert a corner point to a smooth to a corner, or if you want to start from the new scratch corner point, then you can use this. Okay, disconnecting the path we know how to, we can use by using the escape button or escape key or enter key, or by using control and clicking on the artboard. Alright, and tweaking the handles. Tweaking the handles means you need to use direct selection tool for that. Okay, if you want to tweak any one of these handles like this, just click on the point so that you can see the handles, and you can tweak the handles by using the direct selection tool. Alright guys, clear with this? Okay, so in the next video I will show some tracing with the pen tool. Like we'll not start with the fashion flat, but we'll take some flat sketch, any sketch from the Google, okay, any sketch, just to practice. The more you practice the pen tool on the hand drawn sketches or any flat sketches, then you will master in the pen tool. So I'll show you in the next video how to do the tracing with the pen tool. Alright guys, see you in the next video. Thank you.